Hello, Oracles. Well, the market is back. We are up green today, very green. NASDAQ up over 3%. My portfolio was up over 9%. Of course, a huge reason for that is because Tesla was up over 10% today. So everyone last week, so disappointed with Tesla. 2 days of big red, 1 day was 11%. We are now back to where we were before that happened. So you gotta remind yourself it is short-term red. So obviously we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. How long is this going to last? Next big kind of maybe negative catalyst that we could potentially have that I foresee is CPI data coming out on February 10th. And otherwise, we obviously still have the Ukraine situation going on. So we don't know if that's going to come to a head and have any issues there. But otherwise, it looks like we should be clear for a little while running into this. Going back again to what Dan Ives said, he said he's anticipating a good 2-week run, which ironically, that would be 2 weeks leading up until the CPI data. So maybe we go past that, maybe we don't get that far. Either way, I don't think this is going to be a long, let's keep on running type of run. This is going to be relatively short-lived, whether it be a couple of weeks or a month. So I'm not going to be throwing everything and just holding on to it. For me, I'm going to monitor. And as I have said before, my plan and strategy is going to be anything I don't have really high conviction in. If I get back to profitable, I'm going to take my profits because I do still see that we are going to be pulling back. Today was a big gap up in a lot of stocks. And we've talked about it before, and whether you believe, technical analysis or not, there are 2 gaps that we have talked about. One stemmed all the way back from October 15th. Both of them got filled. So, we now have a gap between 842 and 865. So looking at that gap right there, I'm not sure if we're going to fill it soon. I have a feeling we're going to run up quite a bit more. I don't know how high we're going to go. $1,000, $950 and $1,000 are the next 2 real resistance levels that we have for Tesla. And there's going to be a lot of other stocks that gapped up as well today. So anything that you've got in, that you're convicted in, remind yourself that that gap needs to get filled. So if you're looking to buy some more, my strategy for my own portfolio is going to be, as the stocks run up, sell out of the stocks that I have lower conviction in to free up some cash. I'm also just building up my cash reserves as it is. Then I'm going to wait and be patient, and gaps fill 9 out of 10 times. I will then put in my buys for when those gaps are going to get filled. So I'll put in buys, anticipating that at some time in the next couple of months, we will end up coming back to these levels, and I will then buy back more at that point. And this is exactly the reason why I dollar cost average. And, now I've brought all of my cost basis down on the stocks that I want to have long term. I brought the cost basis down on a few that I was okay with long term, but I'm okay with selling out of as well. But now I have a better opportunity to go profitable on them so that I can sell them out to free up that cash. So these are the reasons why I do this. Now, I do still add to all of my stocks on a daily basis that I have high conviction in. But as we are now running up, I'm going to just be leaving that as my additions to my portfolio. The rest, I will now be saving up the cash. I'm assuming we're not going to go straight up in a line here. We will probably have a couple of red days. Tomorrow may be flat or a little bit of red considering how much we were up today in some stocks. But you never know. The NASDAQ is down in some areas, some stocks, 50% from its all-time high. There's a lot of ground to make up there, so the compression came really far down. We've got some room to build it back up again, and I have a feeling we'll build that back up, but we will get suppressed one more time. So as we start to go through this rally, don't get too excited and assume that we are going to keep going through this forever. It's not going to happen. Realistically, we have rates that are going to be going up in March, and who knows how many more rate hikes we're going to get over the course of the year. It is still going to be a turbulent year. This now just happens to be your opportunity to say, all right, here comes a little bit of time to get some profits in. What can I take some profits in and free up cash? because we will anticipate the stocks coming back down again. And so for me and my IRA, I have 3 shares of Tesla, one at 1027, one at 985, and one at 850. So what I'm going to do, because I do not know how much further Tesla is going to run up, is the one that's at 850, I have a alert in for 950. Once we hit that, I will put in a notice for myself to either sell it out at the time, see how it's running. Maybe I'll put in a tight trailing stop just to, give myself an opportunity to perhaps make a little bit more money on that one. But I'll take my profits and I'll move away from it. And then that leaves me an opportunity. So in case it falls back down, I will have cash freed up to buy more. If it does not and it keeps running, then I'll take an opportunity to perhaps buy more or sell out of the other one that I have at 985. And regardless of, whether it comes back down or not, again, we've got the gap down to 846 again. I do not know if we will fill it, but because we have been so consistent with filling that gap, knowing the turbulence we have to go through over the course of the year, I will place my bets on the fact that Tesla will run up and then it will come back again. And then it'll run up again. And I'm going to try to turn over and make some profits in my IRA this way. And I want to give my dad a huge thanks for giving me the tip. And he was the one who had mentioned on Friday that looking at the way the stocks were coming back, we were expecting a violent upswing in the stocks. Sure enough, we got that today. So we'll see how long this lasts. Again, I'm playing it as if it's going to be, uncertain how long it's going to be. I'll take my opportunities to get out of what I can. I will take my profits and then move those into other stocks as we go forward. And I know for me, some of the ones I want to get more into, Palantir, Tesla, of course, SoFi, Square perhaps. I might add to Affirm. I'm not sure. I think Affirm for me is one of the ones that if I go profitable, I'll just take my profits on it. I'm not sure about that type of platform going forward. They have great partnerships. I think they can do well. But with our uncertain volatility that's going to be going on over the course of the year, I may just take those profits. And it could be one to swing back and forth and maybe make some money and go back and forth on it. I don't know. When you started playing with the taxes and stuff, it's just not worth it. And I do not have that one in my IRA. And of course, for all of you who are all in on Tesla, just keep riding it out. I have a feeling this roller coaster ride is going to continue for the rest of the year. But in the end, I think we are going to have a very strong finish, and I think we are going to see much higher all-time highs come the end of the year for sure. Let me know in the comments below, how excited were you for this green day today? And such great signs that we finished strong going into the finish. That is a huge sign for going forward for tomorrow because we finished so strong today. So I'm very confident about tomorrow. Looking forward to how this week is going to trade. Looking forward to this rally coming back. How long do you guys think it's going to last? Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades there as well. Otherwise, I will see you guys all later. Have a great one.